Hey guys, happy Tuesday, May 28th. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk with you about how I'm going to be trading AMC this week. I want to talk with you about the woes at the box office for Memorial Day. 3-day weekend numbers didn't come in as hot as we would like. Despite that, the chart is still up. And we're going to talk about that very super secret trading group that I talk about with you guys from time to time. Going to give you all the dirt on that. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the Q2 box office first. We're 2 months into Q2 and the cumulative gross domestic box office is sitting only at $929 million, not anywhere near as high as I want to see it. For the previous weekend, this 3-day Memorial Day weekend, we had 97 million for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if we include Monday, the Memorial Day holiday, we came in at 127 million for the weekend. Furiosa came in at 32 million, just beating Garfield, which did a very respectable 31 million. Now, I know there has been a lot of talk that Furiosa underperformed, and maybe it did if you had super high expectations for it. I was hoping for bigger numbers on the opening weekend, but I only had Furiosa bringing in Q2 $168 million, and it could still do that. I mean, we still got 4-5 weeks to go in the remainder of this quarter. Although the box office for any movie tends to go down every weekend it's out. So it's going to be close. It's going to be close to see if Furiosa can bring in 160 by the end of Q2. We went to go see Furiosa. I absolutely loved it, and I do plan on seeing it a second time before its run is over up on the big screen. And I talked to some folks who have seen Garfield, and they said even for adults, it is very funny, and that is on our list to see in the next week as well. The funny thing is, though, even though the weekend underperformed, if we compare it to like 2023, which brought in 200 million for Memorial Day, 2022 brought in 220 million, and this one underperformed relative to those. But the funny thing is, the stock held up pretty well today. And congratulations if you bought in AMC 6 weeks or so ago at the low of around $2.30, you have more than doubled your money. And if you sold last week when it ran up to $11, $12, you had a chance to make 500 or 600% return on your money. And I hope that some of you are able to lock in those gains. That is the smart thing to do, in my opinion. So AMC traded flat today after the 3-day weekend relative to Friday's close. It did run up to $5.37 in the early hours of the trading day, but we closed at $4.88. And I guess, the way that I'm looking at this week and looking at the Q2 performance so far, I'm thinking that the price is a little bit overvalued considering where we're at in Q2, but people are also very excited about what is coming in Q3. Plus, we have all of the excitement going on over in the GameStop world, and the two stocks traded very similarly today. So how am I trading AMC this week? Only with long calls, and I'm not trying to talk anybody into trading options. If you're not familiar with options, do not trade options. You probably are going to lose your money. But for myself, I want to accumulate shares at a lower price than where we're at right now. And most of my AMC position this week and last week is in cash. So I'm taking a very small percentage of that and getting some far out of the money calls, which are very inexpensive. And if they go to zero, that's not a big deal to me. I'm not wagering more than I'm willing to lose, and I know that I'm probably going to lose it. But like last week, if it runs up, I made 1,150% last week on those long calls. If that happens again this week, I will sell those calls into any run up. And if they expire at the end of the week, worth nothing, then that is not a big deal. At least it's not a big deal to me because I did not wager more than I'm willing to lose. Always keep that in mind. You guys know that phrase, do not invest in any play what you're not willing to lose. We don't want to see anybody crying next week that you're mad at Adam Aaron or you're mad at Ken Griffin. Only be mad at yourself, guys, if you put in more into a play than you're willing to lose. Always manage your risk. Be smart. On the daily chart, I will be watching this week to see if AMC can get anywhere close to that 200 moving average, which is up there around $7.28. And the options chain on the call side is pretty well loaded up between the $5 and the $7 strike. So every price point, if the price keeps going up, every price point that we hit in that options chain can accelerate that gamma ramp. If there's more sellers than buyers, then the gamma ramp can work the other way around. So that is something that you need to keep in mind. It would not surprise me to see a very volatile week, and nobody can say for sure exactly which way that volatility is going to take us, up or down. So I will pray that the gods are in our favor and that the volatility takes us to the upside, at least for half a day. That'd be fine with me. But if it doesn't, most of my AMC position is in cash. And if it comes back down, I will be repurchasing my shares at a lower price point than where we're at right now. That is just my way of managing my risk on having a good cost basis in this speculative play. Now let's talk about that super secret trading group. Yeah, somebody sent me a video from one of the mouth breathers over in the Popcorn Project gang. Tony Denaro's got a secret group where they manage their messaging and get secret inside information from Adam Aaron or the hedge funds. It depends on which mouth breather you're listening to. Guys, nobody pays me. Nobody tells me what to say. Everything you hear on this channel is my own opinion, my own due diligence. Always has been, always will be. And if someone ever did pay me to provide you with a message, I would disclose it per SEC regulations, as anyone should do. But as far as the trading group that I talk with you guys very openly about from time to time, it's just our Discord, and any of y'all are welcome. It's not a secret. And everything that we talk about in the Discord, I talk about with you guys here on the camera anyways. It's just in the Discord, I'm having conversations with people all day, every single day, 7 days a week. And I'm not on YouTube that often. So when I talk about my trading group, I'm talking about my friends. And I hope you have some friends that you talk about your trading with and bounce ideas off of. Hey, which options play should we look at this week? What tickers are we interested in? Do we sell covered calls this week, or do we sell cash secured puts? Yeah, you know, just like you guys, I had a very straightforward way of trading AMC from 2021 to 2023. Buy and hold. And, you know, for a lot of us, that didn't work out so well, did it? So when we knew that the reverse split and the conversion was coming, as you guys know, we talked about that for what, about a year, that there was going to be this moment where APE was going to go up and AMC was going to come down, and it would not be a short squeeze event. And to plan for that, you remember those conversations? We had them. I remember them because people got really, really mad at me for a whole year, and some of them are still mad because we told you what was going to happen and we were right. And they wanted to have their other opinion, and they made the wrong side of the trade on that. But that's on them. You know, that's water under the bridge. I'm not here for those people. I'm not here for the people who don't want to listen to reason, logic, and actually read the filings. Now, I'm not mentioning the Discord group because I want a bunch of y'all to pile in. I'm just bringing it up in reference to the mouth breathers who say that we have some secret trading group. I don't even talk to other YouTubers. I have friends that are traders who have been following along in AMC, just like me, just like you. And we decided we're tired of losing money through the buy and hold strategy, and we were going to take active charge of managing our AMC trades. And so we changed our strategy in September of 2023. And besides talking about AMC, we talk about all sorts of other stocks and money-making opportunities on other tickers that we have, including normal wheel strategy, selling cash secured puts to get an entry into a play once you have the shares, selling covered calls if you want to hang on to those shares and generate some option premium while you're waiting for the stock price to move up. I've always done my best to be open and transparent with you guys, and I'm here on live streams several times a week. If you have questions, come ask them. Come in the Discord and ask them. You're not going to ever get any different answers from me off camera than you will on camera. My message is always the same. Read the filings, understand the financial statements, understand that balance sheet, understand the cash burn and the working capital, and then a lot of what this management team is doing will make sense to you. You might not like it, and that's fine. I understand that. But what they are doing has sound business reasons behind it, because they are trying to avoid Chapter 11 until the point that the box office gets large enough that they can operate profitably. And maybe that will be next year. Maybe it'll be 2026. We will have to wait and see. At any rate, drop me your questions or comments below. I love to hear from you guys. Best of luck trading this week. I will be praying to the gods, both the old and the new, that we get a nice upside push for anybody who needs it this week. And for God's sake, if you get one, don't forget to take some profits off the table. I am Tony Denaro, and I will see ya on the next video.